How's it going, people? Right, so as the title suggests, this is another episode of This Game Sucks. And yeah, this one's been coming, it's one I picked up recently in the last few months, and yeah, it's not very good. And as you might have heard me when I've spoke about this before, I mentioned our Eddie Rollercore picked it up, and so I picked it up and then found out how atrocious it was, which was funny because when he realised that I'd picked it up, he actually sent me a message, so apologising, saying to me, "I'm really sorry, Lee," and yeah, obviously when I did a video on what I'd been playing that week. I mentioned this, and I mentioned how god awful it was, and kind of blamed Eddie for it, in a joking way, of course, So let's just keep with that tradition. It's Eddie's fault. But nevertheless, if it weren't for Eddie, I wouldn't be doing this episode of This Game Sucks. And man, does this game suck. So you're going to be seeing in a little while a bit of gameplay while I'm talking about how bad this game is. Yeah, so this is the game in question. Crash Dummy on the PS4. Let's just hold that up a bit closer so you can have a look here. And of course, that's the level complete achievement. And that's probably the only achievement I got in this game because I didn't want to play it after that. Where do I start on how bad this game is? Right, okay. I'll try and do it in a way that kind of makes sense as we go along. So, there is one good thing, and I'll mention that first, and that is the look of the animation, the graphics of the game. It's quite bright, colourful, sleek, nice looking. Unfortunately, that's pretty much where all the good things end with this game. Right, so right off the bat, you've got this massively long intro, and it just goes on forever, and it's not like an animation. It's sort of pictures with writing coming up along the bottom, and you've got this annoying sort of like scrolling sound as the words are coming up. It gets quite annoying. Probably wouldn't be that bad, but because the intro is so long, it does get jarring after a while because there's so much writing. And you just feel like all you're doing is reading. It's like, I've come here to play a game for some entertainment. Why do I feel like I'm in an English class? So that's one of the annoying things off the bat. Then you get into the game and you start off on a tutorial. Now, again, tutorials these days, they are normally a voice telling you what to do. Some do have a little bit of reading, but my God, this one, all it is loads of text coming up along the bottom to a point where it's nearly taking up half the screen with the amount of information that's coming up. And again, it's that annoying scrolling sound. And so now you're at a point where you're hardly seeing the actual game. You've got more writing on the screen than the actual game. Then you've got this annoying repetitive tune that just goes round and round and round. And yeah, probably one of the most annoying tunes I've heard in a game in recent years. And of course, then you've got the actual mechanics of the game. Now, you get a load of tutorials, right? So you'd think, right, there's loads of text, like I've already said, which is annoying, but there is loads of text. So you think, right, well, it should be fairly easy to play this game. The game isn't hard, but what it's telling you is not what you do, if you know what I mean. Like, if you do it exactly how it's telling you, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work. So the tutorials are bad. And they seem to tell you a lot of useless information and nothing that you actually need at that point in the game, which is another annoyance, because there's a part in the game when I was playing it where I needed to figure out how to do something and it hadn't told me how to do that yet. So you're thinking, right, okay, so I've started a game, it's more of a tutorial than a game, yet I've got to a part where I don't know what I'm doing. Like I say, it's a bad game. Like, really, if you're going to do a tutorial, you should be telling me what I need to know for what's coming up next. No. Yeah. needless to say, I think I did the first level. I did the tutorial and the first level, and I'd had enough. I didn't want to play it anymore, and I haven't since. It's a terrible game. It is a terrible game. Now, one of the things I can say about this was I only paid a £5 for it on Amazon, so I can't grumble too much. It could have been worse. I could have paid 20, 30 quid for it and then found out it was crap. But luckily, I only paid £5, so I'm not massively gutted about that. However, it is a game that is bad. This game does suck. And if you see it, stay well clear of it. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I was 5, 6, 7 years old, I'd probably find that this was a good game. But as an adult, it's atrocious. You know, I don't want to play it ever again. I don't want to even look at it. Although saying that, I'll probably never get rid of it because of the fact that no one wants it. So, you know. But anyway, this is a game that sucks. And I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. I'm hoping that people are enjoying these. I've noticed quite a few people are watching them. And although I am talking about games that suck, I like to do it in a kind of light-hearted way, so that there is some enjoyment from it. It's not just some bloke sitting there moaning on about a game, you know. And like I say, although these games are bad, I do like to point out if there's a good thing about it. And in this game in particular, one of the things you can say that is good about it is the look of the game, the animation, the graphics. They do look bright, colourful, sleek. It is a nice looking game. Unfortunately, that's where it ends. But it is a good point, so it needs pointing out. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. And all there is left to say is take care, stay safe. Nerdy Geezer out.